Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see about Al-Biruni in the time when he was in India. Al-Biruni, that is, his full name is Abu Rayyan Muhammad Ibn Ahmad Al-Biruni. He was a Swazian Iranic scholar and polymath, and he lived during the Islamic Golden Age. He is also called as the father of comparative religion, father of modern geodesy, father of Indology, and he is said to be the first anthropologist. He came as a foreign traveler to India, and later he wrote a book named The History of India, that is Teguk I Ind or Kitab ul Hind. And in this book he talks about the forces of Mahmud Ghaznavi, and he also talks about Somnath temple and describes the Shiva idol greatly. And he spent a lot of time learning Sanskrit because no one was willing to teach him Sanskrit. So he himself had to learn the language. And then he studied a lot of Indian books, learnt about the medical and astrological knowledge which was based on the Indian books, and he translated them in Arabic. And his book, Kitab ul Hind, was later translated by Edward Sachu. Bu Ali Sina, also known as Avicenna, was the father of medicine. Biruni had the chance to exchange his views with Avicenna in the court of Kavasrama. Later on, he compared Indian literature to Greek literature, and he also debated the idea that Earth is the center of the universe. And he wrote books on various subjects like Kitab al-Saidana is a book which is a treatise on Arabic and Indian medicine. Kitab al-Tafirim discusses the mathematical problems, and he also discusses the relation between the moon movement and the movement of the ocean currents. And he was the very first scientist to say that the speed of light is faster than the speed of sound. And he also has written a lot about the theories of Bhagavad Gita. And while in India, he says that Brahmins are the ones who played the role of the priest, and Buddhism and Jainism were really cherishing in India, but they were later displaced by Brahminical cults. And Indian society says was divided into caste. And in Indian Hindu society, he says that there were many harmful practices like child marriages were prevalent, and there was a ban of widow marriage, that is, widows should not marry. And sati was there, that is, if the husband dies, the wife will jump into the fire. And Jauhar is if the king is defeated in the war, then all the ladies who are in the palace will create a big fire and they will jump into it to save themselves from the enemies. In this, even small girl children will be jumping into the fire, and they did it wholeheartedly because they knew if they get in the hands of the enemies, their life will be miserable. And he does not discuss about the dowry system, but he mentions about Sridan, that is where the girl's father gives the girl as a gift to her in-laws. And about religious beliefs, he says that Hindus worshipped a variety of gods and goddesses, and there was ideal worship in India. And only Brahmins were allowed to read the Hindu text, and it was believed that only Brahmins were eligible for salvation. And in India, the criminal laws was quite lenient, and serious criminals also had only their limbs removed, and the Brahmins were not given death penalty. And if a Brahmin kills someone, he will be asked to repent by fasting, praying, or giving charity. And about taxes, he says that the king did not own the land, and whatever territory comes under his kingdom, he will levy a land tax of 1 part of 6. That is, if the produce is 6 parts, out of it 1 part, what is produced by the peasants must be given as land tax. And Brahmins were not asked to pay taxes. They were excused from paying taxes. There are many more informations in his book. We will see each chapter in the following videos. Kindly support this video, like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.